Oh, I'm muted. Nice. Okay, so first things first, let's get a repo going. Now, for this I need GitHub. Not sure if I'm signed in on this account. I don't think so. So I can do that. I'll just do that privately though. Actually, that's what I need. Entry. You didn't say the magic word, GIF. This is what we need. You didn't say the magic word. Which one is the real one though? This is, I got the Mandela effect going on here, like it's that one. Yeah, there we go, you see? This one's good. Need to screenshot. I don't want the screenshot, I want a full animated GIF. I could do it manually, but who has the time, you know? I could put this on loop in the background, actually, that would work, but it's probably got ads. Is that all it does? Microservices communication. See, I'm going to go down a rabbit hole of tech stuff here. That looks really interesting. So I don't have my mixer. I don't know how, there we go. I can see how loud everything is. I just want the GIF. I just want this. Is that it? Is this? It is. Perfect. Okay, so I'm just going to put this in the background as a YouTube video. Is there a way I can do that? Maybe I can just download it? I better be careful with this because there can be some not so good stuff that comes up. Okay. Just let me download with low quality, that's fine by me. Because the lower the quality, the better, actually. In some ways. Failed to make the request, please try again. Nah, I'm going to go to a different site. YT down. Sounds good to me. A few ad pop-ups. I don't know why I'm doing this right now. Because why not? You know? Why not? Oh, jeez. Oh, God. I wish I could show these ads, but they're just so inappropriate. Cracks me up. Please wait 27 seconds before downloading again. I don't know what they think in that time I'm going to do, that I'm going to suddenly go, oh, you know what? Actually, that ad is really relevant to me, and I'm going to buy. The site is advertising itself. It is the best YouTube downloader. So far, I'm not agreeing with that, because it's actually not letting me download this at all. So, okay, let's try the 720p one. Maybe they've used up their bandwidth. My gosh, how hard is it to do this nowadays? Ridiculous. Request failed with status 500. Well, that's not good, is it? That's not good at all. This one's promising. I've got a actual preview this time. There it goes. Oh no, preparing. This could be just a bait. You see? Got this preparing thing. It's like, yeah, right. It's like Windows progress bar. It's just pure lies. Oh, I got some movement. I think maybe this has to download it first and do some processing or something. I'm not sure. Alright. Anyway, you know, I could be doing something while this is happening. So I could open my remote tunnel, but as I said, I don't think I'm logged into GitHub, but that's okay because... Right, so we should be... the mess dev box is what we want. Opening remote, that's good. And there we go. Download video. Yes, it's actually working. Fantastic. Alright, open file. Let's see if it's the real thing.
You didn't say the magic word.
Perfect. Okay, now I don't want the audio because that's going to get annoying really fast. Right, now we have the file. I should be able to chuck that into OBS. Chuck it in my streaming folder. Streaming the mess. Is it? Is this what I want? I guess so. I should keep it all in one place. There we go. And we'll call it Dennis Nedry didn't say magic word. I could have just said Jurassic Park or something. I don't know what I mean. But alright, we'll close that. Ooh, we got space station views. Right, studio mode. I mean, I suppose I could bring this over to the other screen so we can see what I'm doing. It's going to be look a little weird. Thought this was on smart sizing, so it like scaled. Oh, maybe not. Ah, what? Okay, fine. All right. Now we're going to go meme scenes. I had this blackout function on my Steam Deck. Stream Decks, not Steam Deck. Actual Kiwi, the mess. I need a profile switch button. Hide. So what does hide actually do? It goes scene source. Okay. So what I need is I need like a, in this foreground scene, I need this dentistry video over the top. So I'm going to create another scene and I'm going to call it We'll chuck it there and we'll go add a source and we will go media source and we'll call it video. Make source visible. Okay, local file, and I should now have that available on my NAS box. If I want to load this over the network, which I think I do. We're going to go... Where is it? Homes. The mess content? No. How do I get to it from here? It's a hidden folder, perhaps. Maybe I can't get to it this way. That's annoying. What a pain in the bum. Oh, home's the mess. Stream assets. What? Oh, have I just lumped them all in one place now? So unorganized sometimes with my files. Alright, we'll do that then. Fine. So what have I got in here? This is all stream graphics and stuff. I really need to sort that out. That's it's going to confuse me. 195. I think that's correct. And then we go home. No. Homes, the mess, stream assets. And we go, we've got meme vids, so I can chuck it in there. Alright. All media files. Yeah, so where is it? Oh, meme vids. God. Dennis. Nedry. There it is. Now we're going to go loop, and we're going to go restart playback when source becomes active. Use hardware decoding. Show nothing when playback ends. No, we won't do that. We'll go close file when inactive. Sure. Might free up a little bit of memory, but not that I really need to worry about that. Problem is that being on a... I think I'm authenticated for that, so it should be alright. See, why is this not playing? Oh, gosh. Okay, look, I'll do this another day. This is taking up far too much time. I've been streaming 15 minutes. This is all I've done. Downloaded a video. I'd love to know why it's not playing. I don't know what sort of file format it was. Pretty sure it was a... MP4. So it should be fine. I go to the same place here. Go meme vids. Dennis Nedry. Load her up. Sitting there thinking about it. It's a bit bizarre. Let's try and load it in VLC. Maybe I should try a different source. Yeah, alright, we'll get rid of that then.
You didn't say the magic word.
There it is. It's actually really annoying, that audio, so I'm glad I'm not. Create new, we're gonna go video. And then we'll go playlist. Oh, that's right, you gotta do this. Add files, that one. Stop when not visible, restart when visible. Oh, yep, that's good. Network caching. we'll just, I don't know, we'll just put that down to 400 milliseconds, it's half a second, what am I thinking? And then we will go okay. So, you know, in theory, that should work. Beautiful. Now we want that muted, actually. And it looks like it's not actually bringing in the... Oh, it's because it's not the active scene, so... is there a way, audio track... Is there a way to, like, disable the audio? No. Okay, fine. So now we have that as a scene. We can go into foreground and we can add an existing scene, and we can go to the scene.
You didn't say the magic word.
Yeah. Beautiful. Sorry, that was probably really loud when I came through, but, you know, it's fine. We'll survive. Maybe I could put it on a little bit in the background. Nah, that'll just get annoying. Cool. So that's great. And now what I need is I need a toggle switch on the Stream Deck to do that. Oh, that can be this hide thing. So what that can do is it can go scene. It can go overlay. Wait. Source visibility. Yeah, so overlay foreground. And then we're going to toggle the source. So that should... Yeah, perfect. Good. Alright, let's go back to non-studio mode, clean up. Yeah. Why did that button suddenly disappear? Did I swap my profiles around? I did. That's annoying. It didn't save it. What? What have I done? Waiting for OBS. Oh, it's kind of annoying. It's got a lag. It doesn't play automatically. Which kind of defeats the purpose. Oh, it's probably because I need to... Oh, I wonder if I need to... Okay, maybe I should have it visible all the time and toggle the source in the meme video. Yeah. So if we turn that on, it still doesn't work. Great. It's good. Love it. Always play even when not visible. I don't know why my Stream Deck keeps resetting the profile. kind of annoying. This is exciting stuff, I tell you. So overlay foreground, we need that turned on, and there we go. Now we're working. Now we're cooking. Perfect. I could probably put me in the front. So that way I can go like this, hide, and I can still be there. Okay, that's fine. Of course, we don't want to lose sight of me, do we? And what is wrong with this scene now? What else can go not work properly for me? That's annoying. Watermark. Fine. Okay, time to sign into GitHub. So, after all that, this is what I needed this for, so I can get my passwords. Use my hardware security key. I gotta say, are very good. I do like those a lot. This is weird. I've been flying blind. I haven't even had Twitch up. Feels strange. Feels weird, man. Create a dashboard. There we go. Anyone here? No, of course not. Alright. Think we are good to go. Hello YouTube, I should say. If anyone for some reason decided to watch this video afterwards. Okay. Let's begin. We are going to start with a new repo. Actually, I should probably see which ones I already have. So we got the mess NZ, so you are the owner. Browse orgs repositories. This org has no repositories. Let's fix that. New repo. The mess / STASHPUNK. Or ShopPunk. Nah, sounds like ShopPunk sounds like shopping for something. So this isn't a shopping app. Workshop organization tool built in Flutter. Cool. Choose visibility. It's going to be a public repo. We're going to add a README. Add a git ignore. There is a Flutter one. That's nice. Add a license. I can't remember which license is good, so Apache versus GNU. I want a good open sourced license, but not MIT, which allows sharing, modification, commercialization, etc., but always enforces attribution to me as the creator. Apache License 2, commercial use modification, requires attribution, open source and widely accepted, provides patent protection. Big plus over MIT. Alternative BSD, no patent protection. See, that's quite nice. I don't care about patents. Not recommended for software code. Okay. What was that other one that I had the option of? It was the GNU. What about the GPL v3? What about GPL v3? It enforces copy left. Anyone can use modify, but any redistributed derivative work must also be licensed under GPL v3. They must open source their changes. Oh, I do like that, actually. I do like that. Oh, I like that a lot. Okay, that's the one that I want. I want it kept open source. I don't want anything I make going closed source. GPL v3. Describe what you want Copilot to build. I don't want Copilot to build anything for now. We'll jump into that later. Okay, cool. So now we have GitHub link for it, which hopefully, if I've got my dev box set up right, we can go into clone repo, repository, and STASHPUNK, and we want to save it into /workspace and save it there. Would you like to open it? Yes, I would. Thank you very much. Perfect. Alright, and there's our files all set up. So the next thing I want to do is save this as a workspace. I always find that really important in VS Code. So we'll save it as STASHPUNK code workspace. So that way, every time we open it, we're certain that we're not going to have any surprises with any different extensions installed that we didn't ask for. So let's go. We've got a whole bunch installed in the Mess Dev box, but I want to add some to the workspace recommendations. Pretty sure there's an easier way to do this. You can go into the workspace file. I need to make a like a Flutter template for recommendations. But anyway, I think if we go add to workspace recommendations with Flutter, that adds all the rest. We definitely want git graph. Copilot chat for sure. Laravel we definitely don't need, so we want to disable all these ones that we don't need in this workspace. It just takes a little bit of setting up, but you only have to do this once, and that's the beauty thing about working in a workspace. Still a bit of work up front though, which is a pain. REST client, don't need that for now. SQLite, I think I am going to be using SQLite in this project. We'll use Drift, so I think that's important to do. Tree is good. Rive, no. Used to love Rive, but I mean, maybe I still do. It's a bit harsh saying. Now they've started charging for it to hate it, but XML language support. I don't think I need XML, but YAML I definitely need. Copilot, enable workspace, and then we're also going to add that to the recommendations. The reason why I add to recommendations is if I take this to another computer and I load up this workspace in a different place, like locally on a device or something like that, I can very easily install the required extensions. And if I share this workspace file, which I think I should do, I should probably actually commit this to this workspace file to the repo. Yeah, if I commit this file to the repo, then other people... I've got WordPress stuff going, jeepers. SVG preview is pretty handy, I'll keep it. I need all this remote stuff, GitHub repos. Draw.io is good. I love Draw.io, that is just a fantastic extension for drawing diagrams, flowcharts and everything within VS Code, so you never have to leave. It is just so good. Dart, we definitely want Dart. That comes installed. I don't know why it's looking... Oh, maybe it's down here. Yep. Dev containers. No, I don't need that. Flutter. Nothing else in here that we don't want, I don't think. It's from all my other work. What I should do, what I really, really, really should do, and I haven't dived into this yet because I'm too lazy, is I should use VS Code profiles. And I should make a separate profile for my work and a separate profile for the mess and my own projects. But yeah, there we go. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's start in the terminal. And we'll just go Flutter. Actually, we'll go Flutter Doctor just to make sure everything's healthy and okay. Okay, so cannot develop for Linux or Chrome, that's fine, but everything else looks good. We got this emulator. I actually don't know how to get rid of that. Don't want it. But that's fine. We got Android build chain, which is good, because I can use an Android emulator to build this app. I can also, and what I think I don't know what I'm going to do first, but I can use the web server. But I remember playing around with getting... So this is on my NAS, which is next to me down here, running in a Docker container. It's running VS Code server in a Docker container on my NAS, and I'm connected to that remotely. This allows me to code from anywhere in the world, which is great, in my own setup. And so basically I can start up a Android emulator on my main machine here. I've already got another app loaded up in there that I've been working on. So I can load up an Android emulator in on my PC, and using some magic I can actually connect my Docker dev box to debug on this virtual device on my PC. Takes a little bit of doing, and it took a bit of faffing around at first, but I got there in the end. So basically what you need to do is find the settings app. You need to enable debug developer mode on the phone first, which is that whole thing where you go about phone. So you go about and you click on I think it's build number. You click on this like a number of times. Is it that? Build number down here. Yeah, no need, you're already a developer. You click on that like 10 times and it enables developer mode. And then in developer mode, which is system developer options, we can go down to USB debugging. We turn that on and turn on wireless debugging. Now you need to be on a virtual Wi-Fi network, which basically the host PC sets up its own little kind of virtual ISP or router. And that's what this phone is connected to. Why did that video... that hasn't been there the whole time, has it? Oh God, I'm literally the worst streamer in the world sometimes. So bad. I need to cut that whole first part of the video. Anyway. Fail. If I had any following, I'd be on live stream fails for that. Okay. So anyway, we're in developer options on our Android phone. And we are going to turn on... I disable this debugging, this authorization timeout. It's a security risk, I suppose you could say, but I feel like it's not too much of a risk for this. It just means you don't have to keep pairing the device all the time or reauthorizing it. And then you can go into wireless debugging, and you've got the magic IP address and port. First, you have to pair the device. Now, the thing about pairing a device is it gives you a random port and the device's IP address. This is in its virtual router, the 1002 subnet, and a pairing code, and you have to use the commands in the terminal ADB. So you need ADB installed, which is the Android command line tools, and you can go ADB pair, and then you type in the 10.0.216 and the port 37023 and the number 376448. But the problem is this dev box has no way to know the route to 10.0.216 because it's a secret private network that lives on my host PC and talks between the host PC and the Android emulator. So you've got to tunnel everything through, and luckily ADB and VS Code doesn't kick up too much of a stink about that. So for starters, we need to if I open up PowerShell, I can see going netstat/ANO, and we can go not grep, not on Linux here, find string 10.02, wait, ports. Oh, look, we'll just look at the whole damn thing. Okay, so there we go, there's all my ports. We can see that if 5555 and 5554 are ports to do with Android device emulator. So it looks like the only port that's open at the moment is this 5555, and there's but that's only attached to localhost, so we need to, using ADB, we need to forward this port through to our local machine, and we can do that with an ADB command, but we have to do it not in my dev box. This has to be on my local machine because that's where this part of the network's running. So we go PowerShell and we go ADB. I don't think I've got that on my path. I don't. So dev Android platform tools ADB forward, and then it's the, I can't remember which way around it goes. So ADB forward, local remote. Okay. So I can't remember if local is my PC or local is in the phone's context. I guess we'll just have to try. But I mean, we can just use the same port, so we can go 40621. So we'll just go TCP 40621 to TCP 40621, and that should forward that port to my machine. Unknown command. Yes, of course, because I missed forward. There we go. So now if I go netstat ANO bind string 40621, I can see that it is bound to localhost. Okay, which is great, which means that on my local machine I could start up VS Code and I could go ADB connect and I could connect to this device. Now, but the thing is, I didn't need to do that because the emulator, the Android emulator, already connects your local machine to the emulator device in debugging anyway, so you don't actually need to do this if you're on your local machine. But because I'm going another machine away from my Docker dev box, I need to expose this port on my PC, and then I need to actually bind this port, or I need to have this port available to other machines. I need to open this up wide to other machines. So that requires, you can do it using some Windows command line magic, but I'm not that good at that. So I just have a piece of software that I use, which is currently in new folder. It's called ppgui. And it's free. Port proxy GUI, that's right. So what we can do is we can listen on all interfaces. All right, and we'll just give it a random port. I call it 15555. And basically anything connecting on that port will get proxied to localhost on port 40621. So yeah, this is gonna listen on this on all interfaces. So basically, after I've done that, my dev box running on my NAS is going to be able to connect to this port on my machine, which is going to get forwarded to localhost 40621, which is then going to get pushed into the emulator. It's a really roundabout way of doing it, but it works. So let's try it. And I'll be able to see pretty well straight away if I go ADB connect. Now I need to connect to my not my dev box IP address, but my machine's IP address, and I think it's actually I don't know what my IP address is. So ipconfig 1.76 port number 11234. Boom, connected. Really roundabout way to get connected through machines, but the cool thing about this is I can do this from anywhere. So I can run an emulator on my laptop and I can connect to that emulator remotely. It's a bit of a palaver, but you know. But now I know the steps, so it's easier. Alrighty. That is great. So now we need to initialize a Flutter project. So we go Flutter create. And then we can go the output directory of dot. And Flutter create is also Flutter repair. It'll repair a broken Flutter environment as well. So, I always do this. This is so frustrating. So what we've got to do is we've got to go. I always forget which way around Flutter accepts things. It doesn't like hyphens in the names. It likes underscores. So we need to rename this repository. It is available. Fantastic. All right. I haven't set up any allow squash merging amount, allow merge commits, allow auto merge. No. Probably should set up some discussions. Yeah, why not? We'll turn those on. Wikis, yep. Default branches main, require contributors to sign off on web-based commits, yada yada yada. Alrighty. Transfer. Wait, did that rename it, or yeah, renaming. Okay, you need to push it twice. Okay, there we go. That's good. So now we need to edit our get thing. So we'll go folder settings. We want to see the hidden files. Because I think I can now remotes origin main. I think I can. There we go. I think I can edit the git config, so I don't need to do a whole bunch of crazy stuff. I think this is enough. I can't remember. I haven't done this in a while. Well, I guess we'll find out. I could do a global search actually for STASHPUNK. And we'll give that some. There we go. Looks stylized enough. Head stash_punk. I could just do a find replace, couldn't I? There we go. Beautiful. Alright, so now that's done. Now I can go rename. Let's just rename. How do you rename in Linux? Is it move? It's that, isn't it? STASHPUNK to STASHPUNK. Yeah, nice. Now that means that folder is no longer in our workspace. So, we need to add it back in there again. Now I could edit the workspace file. So one way to do that is to go code, STASHPUNK code workspace. Actually, we're gonna, first of all, before I forget, we're gonna rename that. We're gonna call it STASHPUNK.code workspace. Right, we'll go open workspace. We'll open her up again. Okay. Now we've got no folders, but we want to edit the workspace file. Failed to launch directory does not exist. Yeah, I know. No, don't. Okay. See, that's annoying. I just want a new terminal, but I need to edit the workspace file. So we'll do it this way. We'll go /punk. There we go. Path /_punk. Cool. And there's our workspace recommendations. Now we should be all good again. And we are. Brilliant. Okay, so now I should be able to open a terminal in that folder, which is good. And then we can run Flutter create dot. Beautiful. Now let's test it out. First build. Let's go Flutter run. So this is going to build it in Android. This is probably going to take ages, actually. So probably not a good idea. But what we could do in the meantime is go Control-Shift-P, and what I want, actually, is I want a keyboard button overlay. Third-party OBS overlay, input overlay. So I don't really want that because I don't run OBS on this machine. I just want a keypress OSD. Portable, no need to uninstall, install. I love that. I love portable software. It's just the best. To keep the development going of KPO, please donate. The commercial edition is much newer and has changed considerably. Very poor compared. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Like. Do I need the commercial version? Let's see what this can do for us, eh? Let's go into the folder, extract x64. We'll just run this anyway. Thanks Windows for alerting me to a potential virus. Okay. This doesn't appear to be doing anything right now. I wonder if it comes up down here. It does. Dead keys support, yes. Settings, allow OSD drag. Yeah. Private mode, silent mode, start at boot, run in admin mode. Let's run in admin mode and see what happens. Oh, there we go. Well, that's fascinating, isn't it? So we can put that up the top here. We could go like Control-Shift-P. Yeah. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like it. Alright, we're going to go... I just got to be careful not typing any passwords. That would be embarrassing. Alright, now we're going to go to draw. We're going to go new draw IO diagram. And we're going to save it in STASHPUNK. And... we're going to call it what are we going to call this? We're going to call this, like, we'll go documentation. Dev docs. No, we'll call it design. No. Document/design. / concept .draw.io. Alright, beautiful. Okay, now we don't need these sidebars. Control Alt. What? Oh, that's right. Flutter hijacks the closed secondary sidebar. secondary sidebar action. So I would love to get that back, to be honest. Anyway. Oh, holy moly. It's already finished. And there's our Flutter app running beautifully in the Android emulator. Fantastic. And we can actually see it running already, which is nice. Win key left, and we are just going to put the emulator on our right. Right, so click and drag. Arrange our screen as such. This is good. Okay. So, basically, let's start designing. A scratch pad. Edit. Add. Error. Nothing is selected. Okay. It's kind of like, I guess, a workflow in a way we're looking at. So we're going to go sign up in, or and we'll put some notes in here. I think like we'll go option to use locally, which would be quite nice, wouldn't it? And then we've got okay, see this actually, I just pasted that and I saw that it like Alt Control Shift F8, Alt Control Shift F10. I'm not sure what that means, but like it looked like I typing mode only. Alright, so now you don't get the mouse clicks, I guess. Okay, options used locally. So, I really want like clean architecture is very heavy-handed. And I know there's MVC, like, we could see what, you know, we could see what the AI comes up with if we give it a chance while I do this. But I feel like I want to make my own choices in regards to this, and I feel like clean architecture is extremely scalable because eventually, you know, you could have like a fridge app, you know, the fridge in your garage could help you with your workshop organization. But I don't know, I feel like the data layer needs to be reusable and separate and pluggable. So I feel like we want to build this with clean architecture just for the open source and scalable nature that I want it to have in the future. It does seem very heavy-handed sometimes, but I'm used to it now. Yeah, and I think we can do that. And I mean, this was an opportunity for me as well to learn Block rather than Provider or Riverpod. See, if we go Flutter State Management 2025, like what are we looking at the moment? Damn, useful Reddit post here. Let's zoom in a little bit. Okay. Hey Flutter devs, choosing the best state management library for Flutter in 2025. Why clean architecture? My man. Why clean architecture is more important than ever. Deep dives into provider, block, Riverpod, MobX, GetX, Redux. Jeez, there's so many of them nowadays. New features and improvements in each library. I love Riverpod. I'm very, very familiar with it. Block is kind of a mess. I always hear that, and without trying it myself, I'm not sure whether to listen to it enough to not use it. I feel like I could be missing out on something cool, but again, Riverpod, it just works. Like, it's good. I don't like their documentation. Their documentation is, now there is provider, which is like actually built in to the framework pretty much. However, with Riverpod advancing so much, I would love to hear how that could reflect to bigger scale projects. I'm building a big scale project at the moment, a clean architecture project for work, and it is amazing. It does a great job. Don't engineer. Look. Yes, I agree. GetX add memory overhead, of course they do, but that again depends on how you implement it. When you don't need it, when running the default counter, I like that. It's funny. Every other time. That's myopic. I would remove GetX. No one should be using it these days. Wow, that's harsh. We use block 95% of the time. Oh, but 95% of the time it's qubits. Would love to give Riverpod a go. Qubits versus Riverpod. I mean, this is the general gist that I'm seeing at the moment. Probably the most industry standard. I do, yeah, okay. Big projects use block rather than... Alright, well let's go block versus Riverpod 2025. Let's see what people's... Yeah, look. Less boilerplate, heavy approach. I'm gonna go with Riverpod again. I just can't not. I just love how it works, and version 3 is just fantastic. So we are gonna go with Riverpod. Might as well get good at something, you know. I mean, in the end, they do like similar things, I suppose. And implementation is key, like how efficient it's going to be. So I guess, yeah. So let's have a look in the terminal here. We'll create a new terminal, and right, we'll go Flutter. Oh no, yeah, Flutter pub add Riverpod. Oops. Cool. And we're going to use, it's again a little bit heavy-handed perhaps, but we're going to use Drift as a local database. Flutter pub add Drift. We are going to use... I need to have a look at my other project and see what I used. I don't know. Maybe we should just come across them as time goes. Now I'm pretty sure with the latest Flutter as well, material doesn't like come pre-installed, so you kind of have to Flutter install material. Yeah, 28th of April. This is the later one. So in this package, we don't need to write the whole code for the blah, blah, blah. For installing the packages, Flutter pub add material. Example, card app using Flutter. Okay, but I mean, the thing is, like, I look at this current app, and if I go into upspec, what have we got? We've got version 1, STASHPUNK description we need to adjust as well. SDK 3.10, Cupertino, blah blah blah, Riverpod and Drift. See, it's not material icon fonts is included. Yeah. Okay, well, it doesn't actually install. I thought the new version of Flutter, you had to install material separately. Maybe not. Okay. Well, that's the problem. This is the thing you probably do the least is bootstrap a new project. Like, spend so much time actually coding them. It's like, how many times do you actually create one? That process. But anyway, I think I've got it down now. I've done it enough just for practice over fail projects over time, so it's all good. All right. Well, I feel like I should actually be building something here. It's hard to get going though. Let's create like a boilerplate home screen. Let's just have some fun for a bit to get warmed up. Alright, so we are going to go library, we're going to go new folder, we're going to go presentation layer, and we're going to go domain layer, and we're going to go data layer to scaffold our clean architecture. Alright, so presentation layer, main.dart should not live in the presentation layer. It's a bootstrap, and we are also going to create a new file called constants, which are kind of global configuration things. I do this, probably don't need to. It's Flutter secure storage I use all the time as well, so I'm just gonna install that. It's probably not necessary, to be honest, and yeah, but hey, whatever. My app, so we'll keep it as my app. What we'll do, presentation folder, and we'll call it screens, and then we'll create a theme folder as well, because what we want to do is go colors.dart, and we want to go what else do we need? We need colors, we need text, and themes. Alright, so basically colors is where we define our color palettes, text is where we define our fonts and our text theme. So that's our color theme, that's our text theme. Actually, I should probably just call it that. And then our theme. Our theme. Alright. Now, in the screens, I'm going to create a new file, and I'm going to call this, we're going to call it log in screen.dart. It appears I have some issue with the renaming of these files, but that's okay. Color text theme. I need some bootstrap reference files that I use for this. That was my other project that I was going to make called FLAC, a Flutter stack for clean architecture, which I should still make at some point. That'd probably be really useful, where you just clone that repo and yeah. Anyway, main. So what we're gonna do now, we've got material app in here, so we will get rid of all of this and we'll take the theme data and we will separate that out into a file and we'll call it theme data. And we will call it light theme data. So far, AI has been absolutely no use to us. So final light theme data equals theme data. There we go. All right, so now we've got this. Oh, I forgot about this syntax. This syntax, new syntax in Dart is brilliant. I love this because now you don't have to go color scheme dot from seed. You can just go dot from seed because it implies the type from the argument here. It's great. I love it. It's a little thing, but man, with Dart's nested business, like it taking out that much space in a very narrow gutter as well is just brilliant. I love it. Great move. Great move. And it makes sense. It still reads nicely. Color scheme from seed. Now, STASHPUNK, I don't know what colors we are going to use for STASHPUNK. It's workshop, it is punk, it is organization, it is... So, like, I mean, red does kind of call out to me a little bit. Green is very organic. It's probably too organic. Blue is too peaceful. Yellow? Danger, like workshop, tools, warning. Kind of works. We can give it a go. I mean, we can always change this later. And then color scheme theme data, and we're going to call this brightness brightness light. And then we're also going to go theme data dark theme data. We'll start this straight away. Now, what does setting brightness do in the color scheme? Does it even say? I don't think so. Perhaps it's not even needed there. I don't know. Color's yellow. Alright. And now back in main.dart, we can use that. So we can go light theme data. Could do things like wrap that in a class and everything, but I don't think there's any need. I mean, I believe that animates. So, like, if I change this to dark theme data and null protect it and save it, I reckon this will just flip over to dark. Is it still connected? Oh, I'm not even debugging. Okay. So if you do lose your debugging, I am actually debugging. My bad. There we go. But for some reason, I don't have the debugging view. That's because I was playing around with all my stuff. Okay, so we can clear out of this, lost connection to device. We can go Flutter, attach to Flutter on device. And that should attach back onto here. Syncing files. And ideally, we would see this turn yellow. But I may need to restart the app. color scheme brightness equals null. Yeah, see, that was the question I was asking before. You can't have brightness set. Wait, what? If I got a color scheme further down or something. Color scheme. No? Maybe I should actually read the error. That would give me a better idea. Oh, no. Okay, so you need to define... Okay, I got it now. You need to define brightness in the color scheme if you've got a color scheme. That makes sense. So we'll control X out of there. We'll enter there. Define it there. And this one we will do the same. Define it there. Get our commas right. Alright, that should work. Play. Let's just restart because we're all crashed out now. There we go. Beautiful. Look at that. Alright, now we go back here. Get rid of that and we should see a nice light yellow theme. Perfect. Great. Title. Const. My homepage. No, what we want is a login page. But to do this, we actually need to build that page. So we'll go close to the right. We'll go login screen. And we will go... What are we going to call it? Call it... it'll probably be... It's going to be stateful widget. No, we're going to go login screen extend stateless widget. That's right, that took me too long to remember how to do. So we've got a scaffold, we've got an app bar, and we've got a center where the login screen has been scaffolded for us by AI. Well, thank you very much. And then we'll change out this my homepage for login screen. And it doesn't need anything else other than that. So now we should just have a bare bones screen. We'll get rid of all of this boilerplate code. There we go. My app. The root application widget. Alright, so main is where we can do some other setup and stuff like that. We will have to look at that later. That'll be things like initializing the database and the secure storage and some providers and all that sort of stuff. So now we need to go into the login screen and start building this out. So body, we want a single child scroll view. So it's one of the important things you always listen for. Always use, listen for. Where'd that come from? Single child scroll view. Alright. So it's one child is going to be a center. It's not going to be a center. We're actually going to change it to a column, and we're going to go children. And now, for now, we'll just wrap that text widget in an array. Save that, and boom, it works. All right, scaffold. So we can theme everything from here. So what I can do now is go theme data, and we go shared theme data, and we can then go scaffold. Yeah, all right, that's fine for now. Equals, I wonder if I can do this, shared theme data dot copy with. Yeah, that's probably how I should do it. So copy with. Cool. Beautiful. And then we want to honor the platform brightness. There it is. Platform. Platform brightness of. Build context. Equals brightness dot light. Then we're going to use light theme data. Else we're going to use dark theme data, right? So what I should be able to do now is toggle between light and dark mode and see that change. I don't know how to use the default version of Android. How do you easily change the lightness? Is there a way to do it? Settings, maybe? Create your own mode? Hello? That's where I wish I had a big chat who could tell me how to do it. I'm an idiot. I'm like grandpa trying to send a text. Actually, that's not fair. Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright. What the hell? I just want a dark mode toggle, okay? I just want a dark mode toggle. Can you give me a dark theme toggle? There we go. Dark theme toggle. Thank you very much. Edit tiles. Why is the dark theme toggle not there anymore? I just got to get rid of some of the stuff. Dark theme. Back. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we'll get rid of some of the stuff we're literally never going to use at the moment. Go dark theme. Perfect. Nice. Okay, so that's working. That is good. Like a lot of things up here I don't need, like agent sessions. Local chat agent. Oh yeah, so you can get a bunch of agents working on stuff. I guess so. Flutter property editor. Now DevTools is another one which I have not yet, like debugging remotely is a bit of a pain. It should work, but I have had a little bit of issues with it. Actually, you know what? I've had some updates since the last time I tried, so let's see if it just works. It doesn't. Flutter widget preview. Does any of this work? I've never even tried Flutter widget preview. I don't know what it is. Let's get rid of JSON. Let's get rid of agent sessions. Is intriguing me. I want to know what that's about. It's a new thing. I haven't seen it yet. So I think we drag that over here. Let's learn about it. What is Copilot VS Code agent sessions? New AI mission control. Manage multiple local remote agents. Review sessions. Collaborate with team members. Damn, that's pretty cool, actually. That's pretty cool. Not gonna lie. GitHub hosted autonomous AI developer that works independently in the background to complete development tasks. Unified experience. There is a new view in the VS Code sidebar. It gives you one place to manage all your agents. So does that mean I don't need chat? Context engineering. Jeepers. With the latest VS Code, we've added a tool called Run Subagent to help you manage contexts. They run independently from the main chat and have their own context. The LLM creates a prompt, hands it off to a subagent, and that agent only gets the context you send. It knows nothing about the rest of your chat, and your chat knows nothing about the subagent's context. Huh. Imagine where we'll be 12 months from now. Yeah, I mean, part of it is scary, you know. Like, I could totally... Alright, let's get Agent building something. Let's try this. Let's go. GitHub Copilot CLI agent. Let's go start a cloud agent session. See what happens. Delegate tasks to the cloud. Describe your task. Okay. Facebook. Alright, I have the drift package installed. Users will be able to use the app in guest mode, where they do not need to... Okay. I need you to create a boilerplate... Okay, we need to actually go instructions as well. We need to give chat new instructions file. Okay, I have the drift. Okay, let's go read me. And we'll do it in here. And we'll go, Right, built using Flutter and the Dart programming language, this application has been built based around the clean architecture principles, allowing for an unknown future, infinite scaling add-ons, and future modules. Keeping maintenance amongst the open source community, scoped and focused, helping to keep maintenance focused. All right. Future modules, different front ends, different data stores, etc., and helping to keep maintenance among the open source community scoped and focused. That'll do for now. Contributing TBC. One, clone the repo. 2, make a new branch. 3, code. 4, submit a PR. 5, 6, profit. Okay, we've got to get some memes in there. Alright, so that's good. Should really commit at some point. There's a lot of stuff in here. Do our initial commit. Let's go and create Copilot instructions. Now I'm using my premium requests. I've got a lot. It's definitely a scaffolder structure, you're damn right. I just want... Oh, so it read the README file, that's good. Yes, it read the pub specs. Yeah, it's pretty smart. It's pretty good. Creating Copilot instructions. A workshop organization tool. Clean architecture principles. Strictly adhere to these boundaries. Domain layer. Pure Dart. No Flutter dependencies except basic types, but avoid UI code. Entities. Repositories. Use cases. See, I don't want use cases. Maybe I do. Yeah, we'll stick with use cases. That's fine. Handles data retrieval and storage. Core business logic. Yeah. Local drift, remote API. Repos. Presentation layer. Cool. Tech stack. Linting, async, cancel errors, blah blah. Get. If using drift or riverpod generator, run bash. Dart build runner. Empty folders. But seems to be missing Flutter riverpod. Did I not add? Did I just... What did I add? Riverpod. So what's the difference between Flutter River? Oh, is one a Dart? Oops. Oh man. Flutter Riverpod versus Riverpod. Yeah, okay, that's... I need to use Flutter Riverpod. What is the latest version? I'm pretty sure version 3's out, right? .303. So we'll go 303. There we go. We can delete that. We can set something else about it earlier on as well. State management Riverpod. Keep. Cool. Alright, so let's go. I need you to create boilerplate a drift database. I need you to create a the domain layer for the application's users. Here are some requirements. Users will be able to use the app in guest mode, where they do not need to create a user account. In guest mode, no, that doesn't need to know that. They will be able to, users can optionally create a user account using popular SSO providers like Google and Facebook to sign in. In the future, more authentication providers can be allowed. This must be an extensible auth system. User information should be stored in a eventually in the data layer in a drift table. Providers to okay, actually there's something else I need to add to the readme. Sorry, the instructions is the async tech stack, presentation layer, data layer, use cases. These are built using Riverpod. Data layer, repositories. UI state management using Riverpod. So I've got another question for AI. I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this because this is how I do it. I'm building a clean architecture Flutter application. I'm using Riverpod for state management. It makes total sense to use this for the UI, but it seems like it would be a good candidate for implementing the use cases in the domain layer. Is this a fair assessment? And if not Riverpod, and I don't want to use any other state management packages, what is a better way? Riverpod should not be used in the domain layer. What? Keep your domain layer pure, plain dark classes, and let Riverpod live in the application. Okay. Inner layers must not depend on outer layers. Pure business logic orchestrates use cases in state. Yeah, but you don't need to. You cannot use the domain in another environment. Okay. Plain dark classes. Alright. Actually, that kind of makes sense. So, alright, well... Okay, but how does... What system then? What system should be used for sending messages and updates and data changes and notifications, etc., to the UI layer, to the presentation layer? Riverpod is nice because it notifies of state changes, etc., which is vital for any real-time reactive application. I'm confused. This is weird. Domain layer should not becomes coupled to a reactive framework. Input, output, no listeners, no streams, no reactive patterns, no dependencies on async UI frameworks. The application layer or state layer. This sits between domain and UI. This is where Riverpod notifiers providers exist. Streams are combined, polling subscriptions occur, external services push updates. Use cases are orchestrated. The application layer reacts to domain outputs. Your domain use case stays pure. Repo watch messages. Dark core primitive, no Riverpod here. Application UI layer consumes the stream. Right, okay, that actually, you know what, that actually does kind of make sense. Maybe I... Now I'm second guessing whether this is what I actually did. In the other apps that I built. I don't know. Notifiers hold reactive application state. Chat controller extends async notifier list message future or messages stream, ref read, get messages provider. This is the application layer orchestrator. Infrastructure layer can push events. WebSocket updates. Updates to repo, use case, Riverpod, UI. Via streams or futures returned from the use case. Who turns those into reactive updates? Riverpod. I mean, it does actually make sense. The latest version I don't know if I 100% believe this though, because the latest version of Riverpod is like almost an abstraction around streams and notifiers and stuff. Like, I feel like because it doesn't need, they don't need to be, you don't need widgets anymore in version 3, I think. So, provider observers. Logging, analytics, or debugging. Okay, that's cool. Providers, consumers. A type of widget that bridges the gap between the widget tree and the provider tree. Consumers get access to a ref. Yeah, so it gets the ref from the scope, and the scope is in the widget tree, right? So, but the weird thing is like, this is strange. So, okay, something I can't get clear in my head is that the main.dart file kind of links everything together anyway. So, oh, actually, I just answered my question with that. Main.dart sets up the widget tree, and I guess the idea is that the domain layer shouldn't need to live inside. It shouldn't need to live inside a widget tree. Like, it shouldn't need my app bootstrapped to work. But, or at least, yeah. Okay, I don't know what I'm saying. It's kind of not making any sense. I'll move on. Let's have a look. Refs. Build contexts in Flutter, but for providers instead of. How to obtain a ref depends on where you are in your app. Providers naturally have access. You can find it as a parameter of the initializer function. So, yes, that's defining a provider, you get a ref immediately. To obtain a ref inside widgets, you need consumers. I'm never inside a widget nor a provider. If you are, chances are whatever you are using is still loosely connected to a widget provider. Simply pass the ref to the function objects. See, this is what I've been doing in the other app, and now I'm like feeling like I'm completely wrong there. Maybe I am. It works, so I just got to keep going. But interactions. Mutation. Preserve the state of providers while the operation is running. Allow the UI to react to the state of the operation. Yeah, that's cool. Mutation. That's kind of cool, I guess. But I don't know. It's like there's a riverpod method like when, which to me there's like a loading. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway. Migration guides. MISC. What's new? Here we go. Offline persistence. See, now that's cool. This is like built-in offline persistence. But I just feel like, nah, see, that's not cool. That's not separated enough. This is like for more probably basic apps, perhaps. It's not full clean architecture, so not suitable for what we're doing. Auto retry is pretty cool. Ref mounted is cool. Temporarily pause a listener. Life cycle changes. I like that. Refs and notifiers can no longer be interacted with after they have been disposed. Yes. I have had that issue before. So you got to check ref mounted like you do with the build context. Caching locally on the device. Yeah. Okay. I'm not sure about that. I don't think I'd be using that. I thought that version 3 allowed using a transition period toward a simply unified riverpod. Okay. Migrating from 2 to 3. I don't think there are any... Oh, and a number... Yeah, okay, well not... I mean, there was none that I had to... They should be relatively minor, yeah. Automatic retry. Oh, that's probably where... That's probably where things are going wrong for me at the moment. Out of view, providers are paused. There is currently no way to disable this behavior, but you can control the pause behavior at the consumer level by using the ticker mode. Ticker mode enabled, never pause any descendant listener. Interesting. So how does that make sense of this context? Out of view providers. When the widget is not visible. Providers that are not used by the visible widget tree are paused. That's actually really, I like that. That's really good. Listening to a WebSocket using a provider. A settings page which does not rely on that WebSocket. Would actively keep listening. Yeah. Okay, that's cool. It's a bit of a performance gain, especially for very noisy WebSocket channels or something. State provider, oh good, these were so confusing. Oh my god. Okay, in favor of the new notifier API. All providers now use equals equals to filter updates. Simplified ref and removed ref subclasses. Ref has lost its type parameter, and all properties methods that were using the type parameter have been moved to notifiers. Oh. What? Before, ref.listen. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, wait, hang on. What? Future provider. I use CodeGen, so I'm not sure that this... Wow, that is a lot. That's future int build. Yeah, that seems a lot tidier actually. A lot more Dart idiomatic. Auto dispose interfaces are removed. Okay. That's great. So, oh man, they've really, really nailed this down. That is going to make life a lot easier. All those subclasses were so confusing. Alright, well, I think... I think that's good. I need to... Riverpod lint provides lint rules to help you write better code and provide custom refactoring options. Yeah. Alright, so Riverpod generator. So we want Flutter Riverpod, Riverpod annotation, upspec. Generator and lint. Wait, custom. What was the custom lint thing? Dev dependencies. Oh, custom lint. Build runner custom lint. Yeah, okay. So, dev dependencies. Flutter lints. We just want it all there. Control save. Then install. Dart run, build runner watch. Yeah, awesome. Okay. Analysis options. So we want this. Analysis options. We want custom lint. Linter, and we want analyzer. We'll chuck that down the bottom. Why has my music stopped? Oh, I've listened to 11 hours of it. That's...
Tell me everything.
Oh, ads.
So
I
started the biggest initiative.
Okay, here we go. Good. Hello. Oh, thank you all. Yeah. Alright. Dinner time. Stop.